Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. No going back on social media regulation. Buhari said, look at what social media has cost me. Look at what it has cost Nigeria. It has made us to be seen in the international setting in a bad light. Hello, everyone. A very warm big thank you to every one of you out there. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. We really, truly appreciate you. We saw the effect of what social media helped us to accomplish with Nigerian systematic abuse on her citizens. This, go on unnoticed, unchecked. It goes on in the country. Nobody pays attention to what is happening to Nigerian citizens. If this was 1972, it will go on. Nobody will pay attention. They will tell you, like Lai Mohammed is trying very cleverly to cover up and telling everybody that nothing happened. In fact, it was all a figment of imagination. If it was 83, it will continue and nothing will happen. If it was 92, it will also go on. 2004, maybe, but today, you see what DJ Siege did? Put it on Instagram Live, and the whole world could see what was going on. And that is what is paining Nigerian government like a pain that has been dipped into someone's skin. Anyway, Buhari has spoken. He said, you know what? This has got to stop. Buhari has vowed that he will not allow social media to continue. In fact, he said it will be regulated. If things like this, people want to know what is going on, just like in China, where they oppress the people, oppression, they want to bring that to Nigeria. And that's why you can see that Buhari is in a very good terms with Chinese government, having all the loans and everything, indebting the nation and what have you. Let's continue and get all the details. No going back on social media regulations. See what social media has cost the country. The federal government has maintained it will go on with the proposed social media regulation. It said this was necessary to checkmate the saga of fake news, which he said almost plunged the nation into disintegration during the recent NSAS protests. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, said social media was used to garrison and cause looting and destruction of life and property. He said this development has reinforced the campaign against fake news and disinformation, which was launched in 2018. As a matter of fact, we are not going back on this social media regulation. It must come to pass. We must have it done. Look at what social media has done to the country. Social media has caused us more harm than good. It has caused us more pain. As a people, we have to defend ourselves now before the international community, who has a record of us as being people who do not care about her citizens. Well, that is Lai Mohammed still speaking, not Buhari, or just to interject there and to make you understand that Buhari, you don't hear him speak. It's Lai Mohammed that does all the talking for him because he cannot come out and speak. We don't know exactly what they are covering, okay? So they said they will go on. The House proposed it in 2017, 2018. The same time they've been proposing NSAS, when people have been complaining that police brutality is destroying families, destroying lives, destroying people. And they said, okay, we'll do something about it. Same way, he says, so that they're going to work at it. They're going to make sure that social media is regulated. Okay, so they're going to regulate social media. The truth of the matter is, why are you regulating social media? What have you got to hide? What have you got to hide? Listen, if that's why you want to go and spend the recent Nigerian money on, shame on you. Big shame on you. If you have nothing to hide, if you're really a democratic nation where you want transparency, let me tell you something. Critics is part of government to put them in check and to make sure that they are doing things decently and in order. Your critics will make you focus on areas that you have neglected. And guess what it does? It makes you now, have a broader perspective, and you want to, make sure that at the next time they are speaking, they have nothing, to speak against you. So Nigerian government, if you are scared because you are not performing, if you look at the ambiguous presentation they are doing for 2021 budget, if you hear the amount, your head will froze. I'm telling you, there's no need to be mentioning the amount. There is no need, because the money we know that is going into people's pockets for the next 4 to 8 years. That's how they amass their wealth. They come into position. You see what they do is by hook or by crook. They die by fire, by force. Do you understand? Is because they know what they will get. Some even go into fraternity, go into oath taking. If you know what goes on underground, you'll be surprised at this country. You'll be really surprised at what goes on in this country. If you know what goes on, you'll be very surprised. This is a nation where there's no regard for life. This is a nation where people, just go about and do their own thing. This is a nation where people, they can just, and nobody asks or investigates. Nobody bothers to ask or investigate. It's a shame. The frozen NSAS accounts, people's accounts, they frozen them. That is an abuse. It's an abuse. And it's being sponsored by CBN, who went to court for what? For what? Before your very eyes. The same week that this happened, the UAE, the United Arab Nations, put 6 Nigerians in jail. Nigerian government, they said they are not even aware. I'm just informing you, they said they are not aware that anything like that happened, that Nigerians are being, they are in another country and they are being imprisoned there. They said they are not aware. 2 of them have been given life sentence because of their activities of sponsoring the B-boys, and the money has been passing through CBN. They accuse Nigerian government and CBN of allowing and sponsoring the B-boys in this country. Yes, if you don't know, no. That's why we are here, to keep you up to date. The same week that they froze ends, and they know the source of answers, that people, Nigerians in diaspora, that were tired. Do you know Nigerians in diaspora want to come home, they miss home, they cannot come? Do you know stories that people have heard? They come home, one thing happened, they lose their life. Police come there and shoot them. And when you talk, they will tell you that they are criminals, they are trying to escape, and they shot them. No case. No case. My dear, this country, everybody who has been in government before, it needs to be eradicated. We need a reorientation. This nation needs to move forward. We need to move forward as a state, as a people. We need to move forward. We cannot continue like this. This country cannot continue like this. If we must move forward, we must advance, we must stand up. That's what the youth were trying to do when they are trying to intimidate us. Thank God for CNN. So you guys, the purpose for the judiciary panel you set up was not to get the truth. So if they were the one that came up with this information, what will you do? Go to their houses and kill them by night? Put a rat poison in their food, right? Because CNN now has come up with the information you are waiting for. And guess what? They said CNN is lying. CNN is lying. CNN is lying. And CNN needs to be sanctioned. So you don't want the truth before. You never wanted the truth. Breeze has blown. Guys, leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.